So I saw this clip of Timthetatman on Twitter the other day, and I wanted to talk about it a little bit. Let me play the clip.
I think short form content is more important right now than your actual live stream content. That's kind of an insane thing to think about, you know? Because it's like your stream could be terrible, but if your clips are good, people are going to sit there and watch in hopes that they see one of those clips in a way. It's almost flipped now. It's kind of insane, bro. But it's like clipping is more important now than streams. When back in the day, back when I was streaming, like you, I mean, at least for me personally, I was always tried to be on as much as I can. Like when I was working full time, I would work like 8 to 10 hour days and I'd come home and stream for 4. Like I try to at least stream for 4 hours every night, you know? And man, I wish someone would bend me over and clap my...
Okay, I think that's enough. And I gotta say, to a certain extent, in the stages that we are right now with live streaming, it feels true. It feels like it's true. And that is mostly because those short form platforms really have taken over the internet in general. You probably see more TikToks, more YouTube shorts, more Instagram reels than you watch like a diversity of live streams, right? Like a bunch of different streamers. Not really. You mostly go to your followings and then you see who's live that you follow and then you watch that person and that's it. That's probably what happens when it comes to live streaming. Maybe you watch another streamer or maybe you have like a few favorite streamers that you watch. Because live streaming is not doom scrolling on your phone, which is what a lot of people, safe to say a majority of people spend more time doom scrolling on their phone than they do sitting down and watching a live stream, right? Of course, I don't have any stats to back it up, but come on. So this idea of clipping being more important than the actual stream, I think it kind of rings true. It's kind of like a movie saying that the movie trailer is more important than the movie. The truth is, the movie is not gonna sell any seats if the trailer is not good. And the term clip farming has been thrown around for years now, and I think it's a real thing. I think like live streamers, at least big streamers, are literally clip farming. They are doing things on stream because they know that's gonna make a good clip, right? And I'm not gonna say, hey, you should be doing that, right? On this channel, I try to give advice to mostly smaller streamers. I don't think you should necessarily be clip farming, but I do think you should be conscious of, you know, the importance of clipping. For example, one thing I would say for sure is you don't want to have like a full stream for 4 to 8 hours and not have a single clip. Like nowadays, the whole clipping thing, the whole being present on social media is such an important factor to bring traffic to your live stream that it shouldn't be neglected. Even though I understand that most live streamers probably don't want to be doing TikTok, to be doing YouTube shorts and to be doing all that stuff, right? They just want to be playing video games and have a little bit of company. And of course, that's completely fine. If the amount of viewers you have, if your small community or whatever community you have is, you know, pleasant and satisfying for you, you don't have to be grinding all the time. You're allowed to live stream for fun. You are allowed to live stream for fun. But for the people who don't feel comfortable with the current amount of viewers that they have and they feel like they want to be doing something else in order to bring the new traffic, then yeah, clip farming is definitely going to be a big part of that. But here's the thing, it doesn't have to be clip farming in the sense of clip farming. It doesn't have to be clips coming directly from your live stream that are supposed to be authentic, that someone have to clip or you have to go back to. It's not the only way to bring traffic. The truth is, clipping is great because it's an honest, kind of like true one-to-one moment from the live stream that you're advertising the stream with. But the truth is, you could do whatever type of content and then still funnel people back to your Twitch channel. I think I explained that in one of my videos where I was saying that even if you don't play horror games, for example, on stream, even if you're a variety streamer, your strategy to advertise your live stream on other platforms could be simply horror. You only post clips of you getting scared playing horror games, and then that brings traffic to your completely variety streamer live stream. Like, let's be honest, you could be doing TikTok dances. That could be your niche on TikTok, and then constantly reminding people that you also stream on Twitch and then bringing people that way. Like, it doesn't have to be the whole clipping thing. I think people, how do I explain this? The thing with live streaming or doing anything as your main thing and then doing those little social media things, advertisement on the side to bring traffic, makes you realize quickly that TikTok is a full-time job. Instagram is a full-time job. YouTube Shorts is a full-time job. So if you're gonna invest enough time to actually bring traffic from those things, you might as well pick a subject or a format that suits you well, that you can produce fast and consistently, because at the end of the day, it's still gonna bring people in. It is still gonna bring people in. I am sure that a lot of people watching this video right now have posted a bunch of videos on Instagram Reels, on TikTok, on YouTube Shorts, and have not seen much traffic from it, or have not seen a lot of views on those platforms. Because like those platforms individually can be monetized. They can, again, full-time job, right? But if you want to guarantee that it works on those platforms and still choose Twitch as your main platform, you might as well pick a good strategy, right? You might as well weigh the pros and cons for each strategy and see, do I want to spend that much time doing my stuff on those platforms? Do I want to do effort? Do I want to do editing? Do I want to... Anyways, lately I haven't been doing those, stream advice type of videos anymore, because streaming is in a weird place right now where not a lot of people are really coming in to make it big. We don't have this big movement of one person out of nowhere making a ton of money, or if they do, they are so like atypical, like so different. Of course, we're gonna think of IShowSpeed going on tour, doing like literally going around the world and things like that. And this is not something people think, oh, I'm just gonna do this and then I'm gonna become like Speed, right? Compared to like when Ninja was blowing up with Fortnite, it was like, oh, he's just playing Fortnite, even though, Ninja was already like a pro gamer basically. Live streaming with a huge audience seems less attainable, and it probably makes people just want to be viewers because they're viewing things that they can't afford to do in a way. It doesn't seem easy. Like what Speed is doing does not seem easy at all. So it's fascinating to watch, but you don't immediately tell yourself, I'm gonna go do that. Now there's another clip of him saying, apparently all you're supposed to do now is hire thousands of people to clip your content. Also, you're supposed to Viewbot. And yeah, that's kind of like throwing a jab at recently. I think it came out that a lot of big streamers were viewbotting. Some of them even admitted to it because they're saying, oh, everyone else is doing it, so you're at a disadvantage if you're not viewbotting. I don't think I agree with this in the sense of my audience. You guys are mostly like small streamers. This is not something that you should be listening to or feel discouraged by. That's like big streamer shenanigans that honestly have nothing to do with you. I mean, you're not going to be hiring thousands of people to clip your channel. You should be clipping your own channel at this point. And you're not supposed to, like, viewbotting is probably not even going to help you at this point, especially if you're completely unknown and you start viewbotting, it's going to be obvious and you're literally not necessarily going to gain a new audience based on that. Anyways, all that to say that live streaming is definitely in a weird place right now. I'm mostly talking about like Twitch streaming and things like that, not the wild stuff happening on other platforms. And I feel like it's more chill in the sense of there's not like a huge movement with a ton of people thinking that, oh, Twitch is, I'm gonna be a millionaire and I'm gonna come in, right? Like during COVID, like there's no gold rush with live streaming right now. So people get to chill, they actually get to enjoy live streaming and not necessarily be super competitive. People at the top are doing stuff that are not necessarily relatable, but people like you and I actually get to spend time with their communities and actually test a bunch of stuff to see what works, what doesn't work, and just grow slowly but organically. So if you're the type to actually clip stuff for your live stream, here's my advice to you. Take your time to polish that short form content. I made videos showing how you can use ADOM vertical to basically have TikTok ready clips right at the push of a button. If you're doing the editing yourself, actually do some tests. Post the clip without editing and then post the same clip with the editing to see if it actually gives you a difference in views. If it doesn't, if you did that consistently for like 2 weeks and you don't see a difference between edited and non-edited, like straight up, stop wasting your time. But if you do see a difference, what you need to do is basically write down, okay, what do people seem to love about the editing, and basically develop a workflow so that you can push out those videos way faster. But also, if you're really popping off on those platforms, there's nothing wrong with basically reducing your time live streaming to dedicate more. That is, if you're making money and things like that, right? Whatever you feel the most passionate about and you feel the most comfortable, doing is what you should be doing. And on the other hand, there are people who live stream and kind of refuse to be this whole TikTok content creator or YouTube content creator or Instagram content creator. My advice to you would be, well, still, you should probably have some clips on your Twitch channel, but take the time after every stream to review your clips and then just use the Twitch thing to upload them directly, okay? Don't worry about it. You don't have to transfer it to your Google Drive and download it on your phone and then edit it on your... Make it as easy as possible for you. Still have those accounts, still post there, even if you don't look at them, even if you don't do it for the views or blah, blah, blah. One day you're gonna have someone say, hey, I came from TikTok. Oh, I saw your TikTok, that's why I'm here. And you're gonna be like, oh, really? And that's gonna motivate you to continue. So yeah, that was my little yap session for today.